watching Let's Chat.
We are continuing this segment of Let's Chat by spending a few moments with our friend Coach Maurice Saliba and My Best Me, talking about something that's the temptation of us all. Coach Maurice, good morning. Well,
good morning to you, Chip.
The temptation of most of us, probably not him, and we're talking sugar. Sugar is one of these things it seems like our bodies crave, and there's so many different kinds of sugar, but yet sugar can really make a negative impact on you, not just mentally, or not just physically, but mentally. You can get very depressed by having too much sugar, correct?
Absolutely, my friend. What sugar does, Chip, is it increases the dopamine in our body, in our brain, which causes happiness and feel-good moods, just like nicotine does in cigarettes or alcohol in alcohol. So those are things that really activate the feel-good hormone. And the problem is here, Chip, it's not just the dopamine. Sugar depletes vitamin B from your system, and vitamin B regulates your thyroid, which regulates your body temperature, and also the ability for your metabolism to work well. So they're finding that people are self-medicating by consuming too much sugar. This is very, very concerning because we know that sugar also leads to diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and the list goes on and on.
All right, what about natural sugars that occur in fruit, which we're supposed to have some of each and every day? How many sugars can we have from natural fruits, vegetables, and what have you, as opposed to the processed sugar that you find in drinks and candy bars and things like that?
Sure. Well, we know that products that I call man-made, it's called simple sugar, those are products that will go straight to the bloodstream, causing spike in your diabetes, causing spike in all kind of problems. How much sugar, it's hard to predict depending on the person's health and medications that they're taking. But to give you an idea, Chip, in the early 19th century, the average American was consuming about 19 grams of sugar per day. Today, we're consuming 150 on average grams of sugar per day. So it's extremely concerning how much sugar we're consuming.
Tell us about how, and we talked a moment ago about excess sugar can certainly contribute to or enhance your depression. How does this work physically? How does having some sugar here affect your depression level?
Well, again, because we know that sugar activates a hormone, whether it's the dopamine or the beta endorphin. Beta endorphin is a feel-good hormone. So again, it's affecting because we know sugar is the number one reason for obesity, number one reason for diabetes, number one reason for high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Sugar is the big problem. And let me clarify something real quickly. It's not just the crystallized sugar. We're talking bread, pasta, rice. Those are items that we don't pay attention to. We think as long as we're not adding sugar to our tea, somehow we're doing a good job. You really need to watch your carbohydrates in general.
All right, there's also a new study that has come out. I want you to encapsulate this for us in our final 60 seconds or so. It also has to do with depression, and it also has to do with fat intake. Fill us in.
Yeah, this is really interesting. And the study, it says the new study finds that people with major depression have a widely different metabolic profile than people without. The majority of metabolic markers in people with recurrent major depressive disorder involve breaking down of fat. Female had about 80% of the fat abnormalities, while the male had 70%. The study didn't tell us whether it's the consumption of fat or the digestive ability of the metabolism. They're still working on that. But what is interesting here is that eating too much fat, at least my translation, is only adding to the problem. When you eat fried food, all kind of stuff that's high in saturated fat, red meat, other products like that, this is not good. Now they're finding that this is also affecting your metabolism. More studies coming out on this one, but it's a good kind of alarm to pay attention to. Too much fat could possibly lead to depression, more depression.
All right, Coach Maurice Saliba, we'll count on you to keep us updated on that, and we thank you so much. Get in touch with Coach Maurice. You can find him anytime, anywhere. He's only a mouse click away. The website is bridge2healthandwellness.com. Again, bridge2healthandwellness.com. You can also link to him through our website, mybestmechat.com.